Hey folks, how we doing? Mark here, and welcome back to Dragon Ball Super, and this time it's chapter 58. We're going on a little adventure trying to just do a small recap of the previous chapters until next week, until chapter 59 drops. Now I really did rush and skim over 56 and 7. I didn't really want to dive into them because it's been a while since they were out, and but I did want them on the channel because they are interesting and they have some interesting aspects on there. So like I said, the same thing will be happening on here. I won't be going panel by panel, diving deep into it. If you want to do that, link in the description. You can read it yourself if you want to take your time and relax. But if you want to come with me and we'll read it together and explore together, then stick around, kick back, and we'll get into it right now. So this is Dragon Ball Super Chapter 58, Son Goku Arrives. Written by Akira Toriyama, art by Toro, translations by Caleb Cook, and lettering is by Brandon Bovia. So thank you all. And as we start, I go a little bit slower in this one, a little bit more in depth. As we start, we can see Goku and Krillin. They're on top of a hill. Looks like the Goku's made short work of, as we know in the previous episode, of these three the three kind of power girls, like from Universe 3. They have that kind of power. They can transform when they fuse together. As you can see, we got Roshi She's took you long enough to show up. As we know, Krillin, thanks to his power boost, made Goku arrive. We've been missing you, Goku. Picking up on your chi signature was a breeze, Krillin, whereas everyone else fighting with the escaped prisoners as across the globe. It's a global. This is like I said in previous videos. Even though we have our world ending situations in Dragon Ball, obviously, world domination, world ending, this feels more across the scale of the world, more global. I mean, they're not in one focused area, they've gone all over, and it's nice to see. It's nice to get everyone involved. I'd like them to do that from now on. Get everyone involved. I understand it, you got to focus on the people that make the money, but like in these kind of situations, it'd be nice in the next saga or whatever happens, if something like this happens again, it'd be good to spread it out so we can see more individual characters take their shine, even if it's for a little bit, like Yamcha and Krillin got Tien and all the rest. It's still nice to see. As we carry on, I think we're good here, so you guys go on. We just got the Galactic Patrol picking up and Krillin and Master Roshi getting the rest of the prisoners back onto the ship to go to the Galactic Prison, wherever that is. They've captured quite a few now. How did you train? Krillin's just asking Goku how his training go. Can he beat Moro? Goku's like, yeah, we really need to beat him. That's what my training was all about. Sounds like this Moro guy's bad news. Yep. Still don't know much about him myself. Equals still be hiding some of his power. I don't like the sound of that. They're always hiding some of their power. Nah, it's more like I'm super excited. He's got that kind of face, like the one that he kind of like at the end of Dragon Ball Super, where he's like, hey Broly, call me Kakarot, and then fades off. What the heck, excited even? How well? That's Goku. Goku's surprisingly more confident and excited than he should be. For me, he's got an ace up his sleeve as always. Instant transmissions to Yamcha, Tien, and Chaozu. Just before this guy's going to go and hit Yamcha, Goku steps in. He's kind of like, hey, what the hell? And then, Goku, guy yanks him forward, and then he gets the gut punch to end all gut punches. You've seen that before. Eyeballs of like frogs on the floor. When your pupils have gone in your eyes, you're down for the count, unless you're like Broly. He was giving us a run for our money, and you just won. Some things never change. It's very true. Goku's a lot more powerful than most in the multiverse. And he just comes and makes short work of it. Even we could handle those weaklings. Yep. Did you beat the other prisoners? Great. But I'm thinking Gohan and those might need your help. Let's go see those. It's good to see Yamcha, Chi, and Chaozu get their shine as well. But now we move on to the main threat, which is the sub-boss who's been roided up by Moro's power. As you know, Moro fingered him and he got massively roided up. They're not paying us enough. I didn't expect this. Like I said, I mean, this guy's quite tough. And I mean, he's taking on Gohan, Piccolo, 18 and 17. You know, like their strongest 4 Earth defenders, apart from Goku and Vegeta. So you could argue Majin Buu's in there. You know, you got Gohan, Goten, and Trunks when they're Gotenks, sorry. And you know, but I'd say they are the main, you know, defenders of Earth. And this guy's kind of like taking them all out. As you can see, he's getting really roided. They're trying to just give themselves a little bit of distance, and he's all up in the dome. This is, you know, Piccolo and his son, they come in with a double kind of hand blast together. You know, kind of looks like he's been taken aback. Too much oomph, guys. You're going to break the earth. Kind of, you know, they know what they're doing. Moro just kind of like, ha ha ha. Smirk, smirk, smirk. This is not enough. And then they do it right to it. And you can just see his face there. He's just kind of like, what are you doing? And then double hit to the face. They go tumbling back. Are you kidding me? Maybe there's more than we can handle. I mean, is this guy really that strong? 17 won the Universal Tournament. He won the Multiverse Tournament. I mean, it's sad to see 17 get manhandled so much by one guy. You know, you think you think he could handle himself more, considering, like, even though Jiren was at the end of, like, his energy, you know, he still took on Jiren. Do you know what I mean? 17 was beat up as well. Jiren was more beat up than him, but, you know, he still took on 17. He still took on Jiren. Took on Annie Raza. You know, he was fighting Topo. So, and this guy comes along and manhandles them all. Yeah. Interesting to see how strong this guy really is compared to the Pride Troopers. Yeah, and then you got Jackal shouting his name, Sagambo. I always knew you were a no good criminal scum, but you don't even have pride. Why are you taking orders from Moro like a lapdog? Shut up, Galactic Patrol. Lord Moro saved us from that dingy hole you call a prison, and he's given us enough power that we'll never get caught by the likes of you. That explains how the convicts got so strong. Lord Moro's making sure we'll never gotta feel that pathetic again. So, yeah, do what he says. That's what you do. If a guy comes along and gives you, quadruples your power, you know, and helps you, you're gonna be like, oh, cheers, thank you very much, I can't believe you give me this strength, I'm gonna follow you. Do you know what I mean? If you ask me, what you're doing now is way more pathetic than being locked up. Krillin's just kind of like, I don't know, I don't know what Jacko's trying to do here. He's just kind of like, I don't know what he's trying to do, really. And then obviously, you know, we got here, Goku's coming in, and that's kind of the skip. Jacko can see it. I'm sure Jacko can see it. Jacko can see everything. That's the trope of Jacko. That's his gimmick. That's his thing. Jacko can see everything, as you can see. And then he gets smacked, like a big old smack to the dome. What's going on? Who's there? Who kicked me? Someone's sent him flying on their own. I don't understand how Piccolo and Gohan, none of the others, don't know Goku's here. maybe they're being, fighting their own battle. They've not been focusing enough. But I mean, when Goku, when they were fighting before, Gohan was like, "Oh, it looks like the battles have started already." Do you know what I mean? And Goku's, he's been punching people. You know what I mean? So he's been using some of his power. So it's interesting that they don't know Goku's here. Maybe he's just traveling that fast. He's just that cool. Maybe he's controlled his ki. I don't know. So yeah, here we go as well. We got he's getting hit like you can't even see him. That's how fast he's moving at the moment. So, and he gets one of those dome hitting stomach punches. How is this happening to me? It's Dad. He's here at last. I can't see or sense his chi. Really, you guys can't see him. There we go. Goku's fighting while zipping around at super duper high speed. You mean you can see him? Like I said, that's his trope. Jacko can see everything. Doesn't matter how fast he is. Doesn't matter what he's using or where he is or what. Jacko sees everything. It's nice to have somebody like that who can see everything. He might not be the strongest, but you definitely want somebody on your team who can see that. Yeah, my vision's actually one of my strong suits, but just because I can keep track doesn't mean I can fight like that, so don't think that. But why can't we sense Goku? Maybe he's moving that fast. Yeah, okay, yeah, maybe he's moving that fast. He just can't sense him. What new heights has he really reached? And one of them is finally here. The one who employed instant teleportation on Namek. Yes, you can see Moro's happy. He's go ahead and reveal yourself, Son Goku. Moro can also see him. Grabs hold of that guy, throws him towards Moro. Moro kind of just like bing, flicks him away. It's kind of funny that. He gets thrown over there, everybody, Goku's here now. He comes behind Moro. Moro's got that cool. Moro is such a cool designed warrior, like enemy. Like out of all the enemies that we've seen previously or recently, he is one of the coolest looking enemies. Subjective, of course, that's my 2 cents. But he is just a cool looking guy. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. You've grown far stronger, Son Goku. The talk, I'm not the same guy as I was then. Is that so? Blah, blah, blah. The other guy gets up, Saganambo. He gets back up. He's still up and running. Lord Moro, I can still fight for you. You heard him. Well, would you prefer to fight me or him? There we go. Listen, your buddies all got recaptured, so just give up and go back to the prison. Go back to the slammer. No way. And then he gets like powers. He's powering up more. Stick around, Moro, because after him you're next. He comes down to the fight, down to his level. Piccolo and Gohan. Daddy, he's my dad. You leave him alone. You know what I mean? Bit confusing. Piccolo's here, Gohan's dad's here, Piccolo, and his stepdad Goku's here now. So, yeah, he gets roided up. He goes to fight. Those two jump out of the way, of course. Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue, and he comes in. Kind of like it's funny because, Goku puts out his arm before he actually comes into the attack. Kind of like Jiren did when he went red, which is kind of fun. And then Goku gives him one of those super slam punches to the side, like to the side of the ribs. I mean, you hit yourself in the ribs, it's gonna hurt. You can tell by the way his eyes are. He goes flying, he bounces off the rocks, comes back to Goku, kind of gets a hit on Goku. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Maybe Goku just saw that. Maybe that's kind of like Goku. Goku likes to get hit to see how strong he is. Kind of does. He flips him around, throws him up in the air. But being sturdy isn't enough to beat me. And then, slams him down to the ground. Hits it really hard. And then, he's down for the count. Everybody's like, oh, he's down, blah, blah, blah. You ready, Moro? And then Moro's like, what? Over exactly, look behind you. He's back up again. he's insanely strong. He's insanely durable. Do you know what I mean? He's not strong per se like he can beat Goku, but his durability is through the roof. Like I said, he is tanked. He's taken a lot. How's that possible? Even he's somehow even stronger than before. Maybe Moro gave him another power boost when he whacked him. Yeah, that's interesting. Let's go back a few panels. As you can see, where is it? Let me see. Just there we go. You can see he comes. You know, Moro comes in. You can see down here in this little panel here. He's got his electric fingers going. Jacko knows that kind of beeswax. Yeah, and then obviously he's like, of course, Lord Moro, is that so? Then I should grant you a bit more power. Whoops. Gives him more power. It looks like it looks like it's too much for his body to handle. You know, it's just. Goku says it here. You gotta stop. You know, this is too much for any mortal man to handle that much power in their body. It's just too much. I mean, like I said, you take that much, and everybody's got a limit, unless you're One Punch Man. Everybody's got a limit. Goku's got a limit. Vegeta, Piccolo, Moro got a limit. There's only so much energy you can have in your body before you expel it. It's kind of like, you know, like Broly in the old Broly movie, or in this new Broly movie. You know, he has that much energy in his body that he can't hold it in anymore. He expels it, you know, and it goes flying everywhere and stuff. You know, this guy can't expel it. It just kind of like, it's stuck inside him. He's kind of like off his head. Like, it'd be like taking loads of drugs. That's what it'd be like. So yeah, and he's durability is just through the roof. He's off his head. He's going for it. You know, Moro's coming. He's still giving him more energy and stuff. I wish to see that technique again. Show me. You know, he's really like Moro. He's just gonna pump him full of energy until, you know, he can't take anymore. You see, he's foaming out the mouth and everything. Like I said, that, you know, when you foam out the mouth and stuff, and when your eyes kind of go like a hazy red like that, and you're foaming and stuff, and you got all these veins and stuff, that's your body. That's your body saying, something wrong here. He'd still be able to fight. Like I said, he could probably take a punch from everybody like this. He looks like he's a rage like the Hulk. He's getting more of a, you know, more energy from Moro. That's what I'm trying to say. And, you know, Goku comes. This is kind of like interesting from Goku. You know, he kind of like trying to like go over to like backhand Moro, like try and catch him off guard and like smack him from behind and stuff, which is uncharacteristic. I can't say it. It's not like Goku to do that, really. You know, Goku's not the kind of person who would sneak attack on you. So I thought that was interesting. And then but I kind of get it. You know, he's like, Moro, you need to chill out. I'll show you. I'll show you my power up close and personal. Just don't do this to this guy. His body's going to give out. As you can see here, Lord Moro, he is mine to defeat. And then it looks like he's hit the breaking point pretty much of what his body can handle, and you can see it here up close and personal. He's pretty much donezo here. His body just can't take any more of that. He couldn't even withstand the smidget of energy. How pathetic. Wasn't he your friend? My friend? Oh, why does Goku say that? I have no friends. Those were my soldiers. They may be gone, but all I can collect more. Just like any, pretty much. But he looks dope there, though, by the way. That picture of Moro looks dope. So yeah, Goku's just like, you know, wasn't he your friend? Wasn't he your right man? Why would you do that? And then, you know, Moro's just like, well, he wasn't a friend. We don't have friends. I have soldiers. I have pawns. I have people who do it for me. You know, I can always collect more. He was just one in a land of expendable soldiers that I just need as meat shields, pretty much. And then, you know, Goku's like, fine, I'm ready to show you the power I've just gained to beat you. And then, you know, sucks in all his energy as he does. You know, he's quieting down, sucks in all his energy. That's what you know. And then he goes. The big shocker in this is Goku goes Ultra Instinct. Moro knows that as well. Look, this is no mortal ability. That's right, the initial stage of the technique of the gods, Ultra Instinct Megatu no Gokui. Moro knows, you know, that this is not no mortal state. Does he know Ultra Instinct? Maybe. Has he seen it before? He's been around for quite a while. I mean, when we first initially see Moro, he's a you know, an old goat kind of looking person. So he's been around for a while. So, and he's been fighting gods. So it made me know that he's probably heard of it. He's probably seen it before. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, the thing to take away from this is Goku's learn how to tap into Ultra Instinct without being pushed to the point where it's just, you know, like in the tournament of power, he had to be kind of like knocked out in a sense, you know, beaten down to the point where he would black out and then his body would take over for him. That's why he wouldn't talk or anything, you know, and then he figured out how to utilize that at the end of the tournament. But now, obviously, from the training, how long was he in the tournament, in the hyperbolic time chamber with Mirrors? He was in there for a few months or something. So yeah, he's learned how to tap into Ultra Instinct without having to push his body to the limits of being beat, which is interesting. He's only in the first stage of Ultra Instinct, like he said, the initial stage. So the initial stage of Ultra Instinct. So obviously has he mastered it? Can he tap into mastered Ultra Instinct? That'll be interesting to know. Or is it just the first stage that he can tap into? We'll have to find out in next week's episode, which will be rather interesting, to say the least. Yeah, like I said, another enjoyable episode. You know, quite a lot going on with this guy, Sagambo. Really pushed to his limits. I mean, he's a good, interesting, you know, shows like, you know, we all have limits, and, you know, if you push us to the limits in a, you know, we have too much energy. Like I said, Broly expelled it in a way that, you know, through energy blasts, you know, he could regulate his energy when it overflowed because it was his energy. He could regulate it however he wanted. He could turn it into energy. You know, when he was just getting bombarded with it, it was kind of overwhelming his body. His body wasn't used to that kind of power. So it was just kind of overflowing. It's kind of like, you know, it's like taking a load of steroids or anything like that. It's going to overflow your body to the point where your body's just going to pretty much just break on you. And just, you know, yeah, that's pretty much how bodies work. But it'll be interesting to see how the fight goes next week. I'm thoroughly looking forward to it. And now that I'm somewhat caught up, I know that I missed a few chapters out. I missed like 10 chapters, but like I said, I didn't want to go through them all. I wouldn't have had enough time. Chapter 59 comes out next week, and I will be there to react to it, and I hope you're there as well. So thank you very much for sticking through this. I hope you're all staying safe, you're all staying inside, you're all washing your hands, keeping safe, and your family safe, and you're listening to your government, listening to your president, your king, your queen. And I shall see you all in the next episode of Dragon Ball Super Manga chapter reaction. So take it easy, folks. Like and subscribe, and peace.